healed though. It's like red.
The tip?
Yeah.
Or just the whole like
No,
like
just the tip, the head, and a little bit past where the edge of the head.
That's what a mallet will do, buddy.
Yep. Oh, I should have thought twice before doing that.
No, you never know if you don't try.
Yeah, and I tried.
As the great inventor once said,
Don't knock it till you do it or something.
Yeah.
And well, now I know. You want to get started?
Yeah. Welcome everyone to another episode of the SuperMega Show. We know you watching it right now. You turned it on. And you're going, oh boy!
You're screaming with delight, giggling, kicking your feet up in the air.
Some of you are started the episode with your arms crossed, going, will they deserve my giggles today? And so hopefully by the end of the episode, there will be at least a smirk on that little fucking goblin face of yours.
I'm fucking praying with all my will and all my might that we can earn those giggles today.
You ever had this stuff? God.
What is that? White Monster?
You are what you drink, they say.
Well, I got myself a pink monster over here.
Well, ever since the mallet, that's more like, that's the pink
I don't
one.
want to talk about that on the show.
Today, to keep up with the trends, Matt and I decided to do the duct tape challenge.
What's that?
Ready?
Yeah. Duct tape challenge time.
Yep.
Dude. Seriously?
Yep.
You got me with the duct tape challenge.
Is it? Does it hurt?
Oh, yeah, dude. I love challenges that aren't challenges, where it's like it's called a challenge, but there's nothing challenging about it.
Now the cinnamon toast Ken challenge, where you take a spoonful of cinnamon toast Kens and then try to.
Oh man, I tried to keep a straight face through that one. I couldn't. Cinnamon Toast Ken, he does like, from what I've seen now, he just does like news videos on like drama.
Nude videos?
If you go to his Patreon, it's pretty crazy.
He's like one of those people that, because you found him on Facebook and stuff, like the guys, or maybe it's a Twitter, I can't remember, but there's guys with accounts where they're the main thing that it's like they like showing off their penis, but it's always like an accident that they showed it off, like,
right? Or
like they're kind of like in the, I don't know, they're the best way I could describe their the demeanor in these accounts is like, oops, uh-oh. I'm being a little racy, aren't I?
Years ago, do you remember that one account that
this is what's
I found? Yeah, and it was like, dude, I forgot about this. It was a Twitter account of this dude, and it actually had like a decent amount of followers.
He was a nudist,
and it would be
right?
videos of
or no? Did I get this wrong?
No, this one wasn't a nudist.
Okay.
This guy was just making porn, but all the videos were like, oops, his gym shorts accidentally came off while he was playing video games. And they were so Looney Tunes-esque, so funny. We were just going through the account and laughing because it would be like, oh, there was one where he's in a full Spider-Man outfit and he's like pretending to shoot webs, and then like his suit rips and his erect penis goes and then it smash cuts to him ejaculating.
Which you always got to conclude the money shot. That's why people are there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But is there I don't know if there's a name for that genre of pornographic video, but
Oopsie Daisies, Oopsie Daisies pornography.
I've seen like on Pornhub on the sidebar with the categories. You know, you've got like Latina, Oopsie Daisy, cum shot. You've got all.
Like they always had the cartoon sound effects in the Oopsie Daisies category.
It was a nice penis.
It was. I mean, I don't remember it.
I'm
surprised. It must have made an impression after all these years. If you can just. That was a nice penis.
I mean, maybe my brain is just creating a nice penis.
It was a good-looking penis.
It was a good-looking penis. No homo, but it was. Just saying. I can recognize a nice penis when I see one.
Oh, yeah.
You know? It's like you don't have to be... As a heterosexual male, 100%, you can see another penis and recognize that's a nice penis.
You can imagine it's like, if I were gay, would I like that in my mouth? And you can go... Yeah, I wouldn't mind if I were gay.
Judging by the erection in my pants, I think I would.
Yeah.
You know?
But ew, not in real life.
Yuck. No.
You suck a dick in the game. You suck a dick for real.
We
That's
should
in the new Harold and Kumar 4D movie that's coming out.
Okay, I know you're doing a bit, but is there a new Harold
There's
and
not.
Kumar?
There's not. You can see the excitement on your face. Oh my god.
My heart started
Did you
racing.
see the 3D Christmas movie?
No, I didn't.
So you're not a fan.
Well, dude, I saw Harold and Kumar, White Castle, classic. Escape from Guantanamo Bay, classic.
Cock meat sandwich.
Dude, you can't forget
George
the cock
W.
meat
Bush
sandwich.
smoking Kush.
I did like that. Harold and Kumar kind of reads like our book, and the third movie was just not interesting to me because it's a Christmas movie, and I don't know. I can't get into holiday themed sequels if it's
But it was in 3D.
I know, and that attracted me to
It
it.
has Neil Patrick Harris is back for his cameo appearance that he does in every single one of the movies.
It was very funny at the time.
Because in the first one, he's at the whorehouse,
And he's a big drug user.
or a
Whorehouse. Sex.
That's what they're called, right?
I know they're called whorehouses.
A brothel.
That's offensive.
Sex worker establishment.
There you go. Thank you. Good job. I don't know why I thanked you, but
Sex entrepreneur establishment.
yes, very good.
They're entrepreneurs.
Yeah, they are.
Door to door sex salesman.
Same with the guy that accidentally.
Will you
shows
buy
his
my
penis.
OnlyFans? I just set it up. Here in my breasts. Whoa!
That would be awesome, dude.
Honey, who's that at the door? No one!
Taxman. Mormons.
It's the bug guy again.
I think that's a great idea for marketing, going door to door with your OnlyFans with a business card and then
Flashing
revealing
your cock or
breasts.
tits. Or pussy.
I
Or
mean-
ass. You can just be subtle and go, you have to subscribe to see the goods.
You could, just kind of tease some cleavage.
Yeah.
Or maybe I could see it now. The guy on Twitter that we watch, he can hand his business card, and while he's handing the business card, an accident happens
Oops.
where his pants rip and go boom.
And maybe he has like a backpack on his back and he has someone hiding in the bushes that presses it and like confetti comes out after it happens. I don't know. I like to think big. I don't know.
You're thinking big, and that's what got you to this point. And also, I forgot, it wasn't just that the cock would explode out. It would be his comically, like Looney Tunes reaction to it, where he would like cover it with his hands, with his legs like shaking. Really fantastic stuff. If anyone knows that Twitter account, I would love to find that again.
Yeah.
DM me that. Oh my god, dude, your mic flag fell off again. What's going on? You want to trade mics? We can trade mics, dude. It's not an issue for me. See, look at mine. Mine's nice and snug as a bug in a rug.
So livid right now.
Why is it not?
I am. If I could change color like a chameleon, I'd be beet red or apple red. I wish instead of beet red when you're describing that, they described it as he was apple red. He was apple red with anger.
Tomato red. He was cherry tomato red.
He was fire truck red with anger.
I like fire truck red. Why is it beet red? Beets aren't even red.
What are they, purple?
Yeah, they're well. I don't know. I feel like people are gonna blast me in the comments for saying beets.
They're
aren't
like
red.
maroon or
Yeah,
something?
like the color of your hat.
Yeah, that's a red. That's a form of red.
It's like a maroonish, purplish. There is red in there, like the hue of it.
Yeah.
It's got some red.
Yeah, there's red in almost everything.
That's true.
Even in
Come on, man. Are you really gonna do this?
No, it's fine. I'm
Come
sorry.
on.
No, it's whatever. Did you want to talk about roller coasters?
Yeah, but
Okay, hold on.
were you gonna say there's red in these ad reads? Is that what you were gonna say? You sure?
Hold on. No, I wasn't. I wanted to talk about roller coasters, and I had this website that isn't pulled up right now, but I just have to pull it up.
Okay. Just waiting on that website.
Oh. Okay. Did you... Wait 1 second. Hold on. Wrong website.
What?
Okay. Fuck.
Your mic is falling apart.
I know.
Now the cover came off. What's going on, dude?
I can't keep everything succinct.
I hold it with my hand literally up against it just
to keep it there.
so it can't fall if it tried.
You
You gonna show me this website?
The American. Did you know, Matthew, that the American roller coaster was invented to save America from Satan?
What the hell are you talking about?
It may be hard to believe with roller coasters named Daredevil Dive, Steel Vengeance, and The Beast, but the rides were initially developed as a distraction from Satan's temptations. In 1884, disgusted with the uprise of hedonistic amusements like saloons and brothels, Lamarcus Adna Thompson invented the Switchback Gravity Railway, a patented coaster that visitors to Brooklyn's Coney Island could ride for just 5 cents.
Oh, sorry, dude. The name Lamarcus is fucking hilarious. Is it like L''Marcus or like
Like Lil Marcus?
Lamarcus?
No, it's literally capital L, lowercase a, then same word or same name, capital M.
Oh.
So literally Lamarcus.
Hi, I'm Lamarcus Watts.
Lamarcus Thompson invented the Switchback Gravity Railway.
The Switchback Gravity Railway.
So Brooklyn's Coney Island had the first ever roller coaster.
Wait, so are you telling me roller coasters were invented literally as like an escape from hedonistic pleasures?
Yeah, I am. And did you also know that one of the earliest coasters in America carried coal before it carried thrill seekers?
That makes sense. You know, you got to transport that coal somehow.
Russian mountains predated roller coasters.
No shit.
Why is that a fun? I'm looking up. It's on the Smithsonian Magazine website. I just,
I think they predated
14 fun facts about roller coasters. That it's like, but it has in quotes Russian mountains. Oh, I wonder if that was a type of coaster. They're not just saying Russian mountains predated roller coasters.
Because I'm like, those have been around for millions of years.
Russian mountains helped to inspire early roller coasters of Europe.
What the fuck is that?
Early roller coasters of Europe? What about this Coney Island shit?
Classic American exceptionalism. We think we invented everything when they've been doing roller coasters in China for 6,000 years.
Oh, can I give you one last fun fact about roller coasters?
Hit me, Ryan, one more time.
You can thank inventor Philip Hinkle for that clanking, anxiety-inducing powered chain lift that allows roller coasters to clip their first big inclines.
Lamarcus didn't create that?
No, Lamarcus didn't create that. Fuck. But okay.
I just rode roller coasters recently. A couple weeks ago. You
trusted me with a whole entire segment, and I
did.
Thought I was at home last night. I was like, "What do people love? Roller coasters. Why don't I give them some fun facts?" I thought it was educational, and we threw in some bits there.
Got to giggle at the name Lamarcus. I thought it was a great segment.
Lil Lamarcus.
Lil Lamarcus.
Lil Lamarcus Thompson.
Lamarcus Thompson is genuinely, we need to put in our next book someone named Lamarcus.
I want to see what Lamarcus Thompson looks like.
Lamarcus. That sounds like a football player.
Oh.
Can I see Lamarcus Thompson?
It's just some angry white man.
Okay, I was scared for a second that it might have been like a not white man, and people would get mad at us for laughing at the name.
No.
But Lamarcus is, okay. The angry-looking white man is even funnier to me then.
The man who would later be known as the father of gravity.
He invented it.
Yeah, he's known as the father of gravity. Why wouldn't fucking Isaac Newton be called the father of gravity?
I'm almost certain Isaac Newton is known as the father of gravity. Why the hell is a guy that's like, look, you can roll down this little incline? It's like the father of gravity.
Well, also you have to imagine there's the chain system that pulls it up, and it's using the momentum of the coaster afterwards to go through the rest of the thing, and then they have to bring the roller coaster to a stop. It's very complex. I bet you, dude, if you have so much to say about Lamarcus's roller coasters, then why don't you go make a fucking roller coaster yourself?
Dude, I'm not saying anything bad about Lamarcus's roller coasters.
I bet you can't.
Yes, I could.
Yeah, I'd like to see you try.
Dude, I could 100% build a roller coaster.
Making roller coasters there's a whole lot more work that gets put into making a roller coaster than people think.
Yeah,
I'd like to see you try.
I could. I know everything about fucking making roller coasters, dude. It's not that hard. Have you ever played fucking Minecraft?
LaMarcus would be rolling in his fucking jar right now, dude.
They got his soul in a jar?
I was more like he got cremated.
And they just put him in like a mason jar?
Yeah, do you put
La mason jar? Ad reads. Cystic fibrosis. That kills you at like 30. It's where you're...
Someone so innocent and pure.
Compounding on the recent Nana Nana Boo Boo, the detective deploys its sister technique, the Neener Neener.
I was recently on roller coasters at the basin of Mount Fuji.
Really?
Yeah. There's a really cool theme park. I've probably talked about it before years ago.
How are Japanese roller coasters? What's different? Do they go backwards?
Shit, dude. There's one roller coaster at this theme park at the base of Mount Fuji that was the most intense roller coaster I've ever been on, and it actually like my heart was like at the end of it, I was sitting there like.
Matt, you're telling me there's a roller coaster more intense than the Incredicoaster at Universal Islands of Adventure?
Yeah. It's a lot more intense than Incredicoaster.
Okay.
And Rock and Roller Coaster.
Even with the
Aerosmith.
Gamma launch at the beginning of the Incredicoaster? Are you forgetting about the Gamma launch?
This theme park has the fastest launch in the world.
I bet you're not faster than the Incredicoaster.
It is faster than the Incredicoaster because this theme park, their whole gimmick is that all the roller coasters are record breaking. So they have the steepest drop incline that goes negative.
Records are very flimsy. I could snap one in half. Why is it a big thing that a fucking 2-ton vehicle can do it moving at like 200 miles an hour?
I don't know, dude. Vinyl's making a comeback, and people, I don't know, they bring it up a lot, and they just put it in everything because it's hip.
I do like vinyl though.
Vinyl's great, dude.
I still, I
material.
Have a record player in my house.
You do, and whenever I come over, you always girl, put your records on.
For me, it's I typically, just because you have to flip it so much, it's not like music that I'll have on like throughout the day. It's either the records come out either when there's chores or when there's guests. Because I think it's a little special, It
is. I
can go tell a guest, like, hey, go pick out a record. I'll put it on for you.
I know. You've told me many times. I've been over, maybe playing a little board game, eating cheese.
We should have a board game night again
I would love that, dude. It's been too long. And I can pick out a record.
You can.
I can bring some records over even.
Turn your records on.
Tell me your favorite song.
You go ahead, let your head down.
You're gonna find yourself somewhere, somehow. That is legitimately a great song. I remember my mom explaining that song to me when shortly after it came out. My mom got it a CD.
And-splaining.
She was. I have this very specific memory of riding in the car because my mom would get a new CD and that's all she would play for like 5 months. She really got her money's worth with it. And we'd be driving to school and home every day. It was like a 20-minute drive. And she'd just restart the CD. So, girl, put your records on. Tell me your favorite song. Was playing every single day for a couple months. And she goes, now, Matthew, hear these lyrics. So basically, in the black community, it's more taboo to let your hair down. So, she's expressing, the freedom, let your hair down, girl. And I was like, thank you, Mom.
I had no idea your mom was such a.
Oh, she's very locked in to the.
Very hip with it, hip with the times and the inner workings of lyricism and what they mean about that particular artist's race and how I think it's beautiful that your mom could actually interpret that.
Oh, she's very tapped in with that kind of stuff. I actually feel really bad now because she probably didn't use those exact words, and I just made it sound like she's very ignorant or something. She explained it to me, and also I was in 5th grade. So I might just be completely misremembering this and making my mom out to be
no, your mom was
dumbass.
explaining it. It was just
She probably had a little bit more elegance.
Oh, of course she did. There's nothing like that's her middle name. Not meaning the doxer, but
Well, that should be bleeped. Also, the whole thing about the hair taboo thing, she might have said something different, and I just misremembered, and now it sounds like I am quoting her saying something not true about the black community.
I don't know what to tell you, buddy.
Mom, I'm sorry if you're watching this. I'm gonna get a phone call.
Does she? She still watches the podcast?
Yeah, she still watches. Maybe not every episode. Which fake fan? But I'm gonna get a phone call. She's gonna go, Matthew, what? I never said that.
I've noticed our views are like a little wishy-washy.
Mm-hmm.
Has she not been sharing with her Facebook group the episodes like she usually does?
I don't want you to get mad at my mom, so I haven't said anything. But yes, she has not been sharing every episode with her Facebook group, which I know it's
very detrimental to growth.
Why
for
the
us.
views are down.
But whatever, I'll get over it.
I'll talk to her.
Yeah, okay.
You know, there's many ways to get views up. You know, and in the last episode we, talked about a great one that you completely blew.
Yeah. I don't blow.
Well, you blew this one. With your little email
I don't. I
to,
wouldn't. What are we talking about?
Chris Brown.
I didn't blow Chris Brown.
No, you blew the chance to have him on the show.
Oh, yeah, because I didn't blow him.
Oh, that's why?
Yeah.
Oh, well, just blow him then. I'll do it. We need guests.
I love the thought of us being so desperate for guests that we're willing to blow Chris Brown to get him on our podcast.
There's a universe where that happens. Like, we joke about it in this episode. Chris Brown somehow sees it and goes,
that sounds fun. I don't know what he would think.
He hits us up and goes, it'd be real fun if you guys blew me. I'll come on the show. And we go, okay. And we
got this idea. I come on your show and you blow me.
Mark Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg's voicing Chris Brown.
What does Chris Brown sound like?
I don't know.
Be careful.
Yeah, I already have one strike for this episode. So,
do your best Chris Brown impression.
Yeah.
Now do your best Denzel Washington impression.
I'm drunk right now.
I love that movie.
From Flight?
Yeah. Great movie.
I haven't seen the whole movie. I just saw that
Have
scene.
you not seen the whole movie?
I started it.
What?
Well, I started it, and I watched the first, probably 20 minutes, and I don't remember why, but I had to stop watching it. And then I saw that scene where he's in court, and they're like, are you an alcoholic? And he's like, I'm drunk right now.
Don Cheadle's in the movie.
Love Don Cheadle. I'm a Cheadle
Actually,
head.
I'm not sure. Skylar White is in either Flight or I think, no, she's not in Flight. She might be in the Tom Cruise plane movie, directed by Clint Eastwood.
They did a Breaking Bad crossover?
No, not Tom Cruise, Tom Hanks. Did I say Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
I meant Tom Hanks.
Well, there is Tom Cruise plane movies.
What's the Captain Phillips? No. What's the one where he's a pilot?
Sully.
It's either in Sully or in Flight. Skylar is one of the board members about is this possible? I think it's the Tom Hanks one.
It's really fascinating to me, honestly, though, that someone like Anna Gunn, who plays Skylar in Breaking Bad. Oh, there you go, guys. You could check that one off the list. Bringing up Breaking Bad. Such a huge character that everyone knows, but then after Breaking Bad, do you really see her and getting more roles, or where is she?
I mean, she's still she's in smaller roles. That's the thing with TV actors is it's much harder for TV actors to break the mold and go into a different form of media film. That's why I can't remember the actress's name, unfortunately. I'm a fucking piece of shit, but the actress who plays Lois in Malcolm in the Middle. Jane Kaczmarek. I've seen her in stuff every now and then, going back and watching movies.
Here and there.
And I absolutely fucking love her. It's
She's
one
amazing.
of those it's one of those things where it's you have it in you to win an Oscar given the right role in the right movie. I truly believe that.
Oh, dude, she is such a incredible actor.
But she just I don't know. It is weird. There are so many actors that I know of that has Paul Dano ever gotten like an Oscar nomination? Maybe he did for Little Miss Sunshine for Best Supporting Actor,
or even in There Will Be Blood.
There Will Be Blood. I
gotta look this up because Paul Dano.
But he's not a TV actor, so I guess it doesn't really. He's also a white man, so I mean that explains a lot.
I've always thought he would play a great Donald Trump in about 20 years.
Well, now we got the Winter Soldier playing Donald Trump.
There's also a movie where Brendan Gleeson plays Trump.
I love Brendan Gleeson. Brendan Gleeson is fucking awesome.
Dude, I forgot Paul Dano's in one episode of The Sopranos when he's like 15 and he's talking about pussy because he's friends with his son. Paul Dano, Oscar nomination. Let's see if he's got any Oscars. Wikipedia page, list of awards and nominations received by Paul Dano. You know you've made it when you have a page just for that. Let's see. Paul Dano has received several awards, including 2 Critics' Choice Movie Awards, an Independent Spirit Award, and a SAG Award, as well as nominations for
There Will Be Blood,
British Academy Film Award, and 2 Primetime Emmys and a Golden Globe.
Has he never been up for an Oscar?
I don't think so. It's not on here.
You'd think that There Will Be... I really thought that either Little Miss Sunshine or There Will Be Blood, he would have gotten... Maybe Steve Carell got... Because, you can't nominate more than one in a certain category from each movie or whatever. Some shit like that.
Has Steve Carell gotten an Emmy for The Office?
I'd imagine.
Because... Okay, Steve Carell was nominated for... one Academy Award. Academy Awards are Oscars, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
This is the Academy Awards. The Academy are the Oscars.
Who's the Academy? It sounds like some fucking high up elite society.
Didn't we just all find out that the Academy is just a bunch of lazy people who see half of the movies that are up for nomination, quickly watch them before the Oscars, and then just kind of throw in their vote?
Yeah, I heard something
Or
very
it's
similar.
all about who you know too as well. So
Like
the Academy is just a bunch of just people watching movies at home, or watching half of a movie at home.
I think it's very
deciding the award that it'll receive, and then not watching any of the other shit.
I think it's very political, not in the term of politics and the government, but political in terms of that scene where
or what the movie is about. Yeah, there is definitely more of a there is that through line with the Oscars where you can tell that there's a theme they want to express through some of the winners they choose.
Yeah.
Not to say that the winners they choose don't deserve some recognition, but years one of the most infamous where Crash won Best Picture. It just kind of shows where it's I've personally never seen Crash, so I can't really talk on it. I've seen video essays on it and stuff. It doesn't look like a great movie.
we had it at home.
Seems
on
a little bewildering, but it's a movie that is trying really hard in all aspects, I think, to kind of be the Oscar winner.
Is that the one where the guy gets off to car crashes?
As I said, I've never seen it. All I know is that there's there's
what am I fucking
there's
thinking
Michael Peña's in it.
Okay.
There's a bunch of people that are just in it, but it's not great apparently.
I mean, I think pretty much a lot of the award shows, the big ones, I don't think it actually really has to do with this person was the best actor this year. I think it has to do more with the film industry politics.
Yeah.
And again, when I say politics, I don't mean politics how you would normally think. I mean how there's office politics, which just means people fighting and whatever. It's the film industry, who you know, and
because those Oscars, I don't know if they mean the same deal anymore, but they used to mean a lot.
They still do.
Getting an Oscar means an automatic pay raise or something.
It still does. It means it if you get an Oscar or an Emmy, you just got a lot more money for every role you get.
But sometimes that also puts in a problem where it'll be a lesser known actor or actress. They'll win an Oscar and then they fail to find roles because they're trying to commission at a higher salary or something like that than they otherwise would, and maybe the studio's I mean, you're not well known. You won a Oscar, so
yeah.
I guess No fairness in the entertainment industry. That's not something you should be looking for if you're working in it or trying to work in it, I guess,
I think that the only time I've seen like actual fairness where I'm like, okay, this 100% deserves, what it's getting was when Macklemore beat Kendrick Lamar for Best Album.
That was like a monumentous occasion where finally the not trying to reference our favorite movie here, but the little man turned out to be the big man.
Yeah.
For lack of a better phrase.
That is still so mind-blowing to me.
That phrase? I know. I just came up with it.
It's genius. It's pure genius. The little man became the big man. Words of wisdom.
How come they never created a sequel called The Big Man, where where the little man gets shot with like a big ray and he turns into like
a big ray? It could be a crossover with like Honey, I Blew Up the Kids.
And he turns into like a big basketball-sized, as in basketball player-sized person.
Oh, okay. I was like, basketball size? That's just him. He'd be even smaller.
That's a shrink ray. Dude, whatever happened to movies with shrink rays, man?
They got rid of all that shit. They think it's corny. Shrink rays and ray guns and, stuff like that. Like, it's bullshit.
Chris is still popular.
Oh, decently.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really like the guy.
What?
He
invited you to the freak off at the grog party. I'm kidding. I don't think he was even there. I wouldn't know.
Well, I was invited to the freak off at the grog, the after freak off at the grog party. But no, I like Chris Ray Gun. He's
so goofy, dude.
Very sweet guy.
We had freak offs,
dude. The fucking did he actually referring to these sex parties as freak offs and with like 1,000 bottles of baby oil? I saw his lawyer said.
Well, it's not that much. It's not that many.
He lives right next to Costco, so that's why he has so much, because he buys in bulk. And it's like, yeah, I also live pretty close to a Costco, and I'm not going and buying 1,000 bottles of baby oil for.
Dude, for 1,000 bottles of baby oil, it almost seems like he's like fucking water or lube boarding people, like every person at the party to have that much. Like, I don't know.
Like he's filling like a little inflatable swimming pool with it.
For those who use lubricant, at least from my experience, a little goes a long way.
Dude, just like a squirt
imagine
or two.
Thousands of like over 1,000 bottles.
And now, correct me if I'm wrong, was the 1,000 bottles for one freak off?
I have no clue.
Or was it for like?
I would imagine it's not for one freak off.
Okay, okay. That clears something.
I don't like legitimately using freak off as like. Do you think the detectives are like? So when was the first freak off?
I love that he had his.
When did the freak offs begin?
Yeah, so around the time of July 2012, there was another freak off, and there was another term he had too that was like freak off. It was freak fests or something.
See, whenever we host parties, we just need to throw a slur in there. Therefore, it can never break the news.
That's genius. That's really genius.
The party. And I don't know, insert whatever slur you want, I guess.
Yeah, use your imagination.
Excluding one.
Yeah, don't use that one in your head. But that's pretty genius, because we're talking about the freak-offs because that's a funny name. But a name like with a slur in
Everyone would be like...
We're not going to talk about that on the podcast.
I don't know if I want to... So, SuperMega claimed to hold. Never mind. Let's just cancel it. Yeah.
Just forget about the investigation.
Even, like the detectives become awkward in the room. It's like, so your parties. That's not what we called them. So the
they were not parties. It's right. It should be there in your case files, right? He like looks down. He's like. Let's take 5. We want to get some coffee or something, some water.
We just we advertise our party's name in wingdings so they can never say it.
It's like in the case files, like still typed out in wingdings. So you can see like a screenshot of like a court document.
The party's known as. How would they?
It'd be like finger, bird. Triangle.
Fox News would have to twist it to like satanics. They use satanic symbols to message each other across the deep web.
They use these
when it's like you're using like Facebook Messenger in the incognito tab or something.
That's the deep web.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I've been on the deep web. Just open up incognito mode. Which, by the way, incognito mode, just so you know, is really not incognito at all. It just doesn't put it in your search history.
I just like using it so it doesn't have the clutter of like past shit. But I guess I can just delete cookies too.
Yeah.
Like incognito is like if I want to
look at porn.
No. Well, sure, yeah. But it's like for when my YouTube recommendeds are kind of shit and I just want to see like what's generally like on the front page.
Yeah.
I'll just incognito. I'm not like signed into anything.
It's interesting when you see the front page.
I get like a fresh take of any website, you know, like even Reddit or something.
Yeah, it would be really cool if they had an option to reset your algorithmic like YouTube. Sometimes my YouTube recommended just becomes cluttered because I'll watch like for one night I'll watch like a certain type of video and then the next day it's all that and I don't feel like watching that anymore.
Yeah.
And it's like I want to see my silly space videos again. I don't want to see all of these, you know, video essays on this oil tanker that sank in 1981.
Boring.
I know.
You know it's not boring though.
3, 2, 1.
Ad reads.
That was good. Guess who's back?
Back
Back again.
again.
SuperMega's back.
Back.
Tell your friends.
Friends.
Guess who's back?
Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? It's us.
It's us.
Matt and Ryan.
That's a little Slim Shady for you guys.
Okay.
I keep thinking about it, dude. I don't know why. I keep having this temptation to buzz my head and bleach it.
Then do it.
Just fucking
stop talking about it.
Slim Shady style. No, dude, I can't. It's just my hair.
Are you putting? Is this like a feeler you're putting out for the audience to then gauge? Like,
it's more of a feeler for my best friend.
I've said time and time again, do it.
But do you really mean that?
Yeah.
Do you think you kind of shrugged?
Because it's just like, I don't know. It's hair. It grows back. I've buzzed my head multiple times. You've buzzed it before.
It's not about it growing back. It's about how it would look.
I'm gonna get a haircut soon, just because I'm kind of the long hair stuff is getting. I'm starting to like shorter hair for the showers. Shorter, like I don't have to do as much work for my short hair.
I feel you, but I can't buzz my head and bleach it because if you're gonna get a haircut,
I'm not gonna buzz my head.
It's gonna upstage me though.
I'm just gonna get a haircut. I got a haircut a few weeks ago. It didn't upstage you. People still
I didn't get
looked
a
at your
haircut.
gorgeous blueberry blue eyes.
If I get a haircut and you get a haircut, people are gonna look at that and they're gonna go, oh, and Slim Shady over here, yeah,
cringe. I'll probably still be wearing a hat.
Your hair looks good.
Thanks.
I do miss short hair, to be honest, because you had real long hair. Mm-hmm. For the surfing sketch, you had pretty long hair. You had a little mullet, bleached, and then you cut it short. I forgot how good it feels in the shower. Like,
oh yeah,
when you get out of the shower and you have really short hair, you just have to like fluff a towel over your head and it's dry.
And then just through your days, like I can feel my fucking hair, like it's getting in, like it's doing this thing right here where it's like getting in my eyes a little bit, and I'm just like, you know what? Why don't we just tuck that away? And then I'm having to tuck these wings in to my hat sometimes. It's like, I don't know. With long hair, you can get it cut, you know, to make sure that you don't have as many like a long awkward stage. But I tend to, if I'm growing my hair out, just power through the awkward stage with beanies and hats, and then when it's grown out, I haven't had my hair long enough to tie back though in a long time. That
used to be the classic McGee look.
I know.
Was you'd tie your hair back with a little hair tie and the black tank top with
some gym shorts, or the black T-shirt with gym shorts,
or the Chinatown Market.
Oh, the puzzle piece shorts.
Yeah, you wore those all the time.
I have no idea where those are now.
You're not gonna believe this, dude. When I was at the grog party, Nothing But Johnson showed up wearing them, and one of the first things I said was, "You got the McGee shorts on," and he seemed shocked. He was like, "What?" So I think that's where they might be, because when we went to Chinatown Market,
he has a small waist too.
Yeah, but when we went to Chinatown Market, I don't remember getting a pair for Johnson.
No.
And also small waist.
Maybe someone else got a pair, and Johnson got that pair.
He was sagging his pants about down to his shins, so
Ooh.
you could see his.
Was he wearing the tails and knuckles socks?
He was, and the lag blue shoes.
Did he have his key to the city with him?
He did, yes. He was carrying it around.
He's pulling a Markiplier with the. Was it Twitch or VidCon where he was carrying around his $1 million play button?
$1 million
This
is worth $1 million.
Sorry, his 10 million subscriber play button.
That's right.
The diamond play button.
Yeah, he was showing that thing off, and it was sparkly.
Hey, if you have it, why not show it off?
Man, I wish he had gotten robbed at gunpoint and that stolen.
Why would you wish that on Markiplier?
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have wished that. I take that back completely.
He's already having the deal with j$Jacksepticeye no longer being a part of Cloak, which is just a real. It's a real damn shame.
It put a damper on the podcast, bringing that up. I don't wish Markiplier was robbed at gunpoint. I just think it would be funny if he's carrying around the 10 million subscriber play button, and then he gets robbed and someone steals it. And then
Mark's going through enough, dude.
I shouldn't have wished
First
that upon him.
j$Jacksepticeye unfollows him and then leaves the Cloak brand.
Hey, that means there's an opening, though.
We could be Cloak heads.
We could be cloak heads. That's good. Yeah, but Markiplier, if you're watching and you need...
He's not. Spoiler alert.
If someone close to Markiplier is watching that can give him this information, then we would love to be the new j$Jacksepticeye. We would love to, together as one unit, be the head of Cloak with you. So it's like Markiplier and SuperMega's brand.
Yeah.
Cloak.
And then we could start a content house.
We move in with Markiplier?
Yeah.
Dude, that actually is not a bad idea.
Full circle, right?
Yeah. That actually would be insane. that full circle, like we become like super tight with Mark again, and then like get a content house, get a mansion that we all split. Or I mean, he would probably be paying for. I don't think we would be able to afford rent.
We could at least, put in the elevator maintenance costs or something.
Sure.
Or the escalator maintenance costs.
I'll pay
because I don't want no stairs. I want escalators.
Oh yeah, and I'll pay for internet. Maybe it's like, oh, we got internet for the house.
If I'm rich, I just want 3 things: an Escalades. What's that other thing?
Escalades, multiple.
Yeah,
cool.
And the other thing I said earlier,
escalators.
Oh yeah, escalades, escalators, and escapades.
Okay.
Escapades in my Escalade, and then
you get out. You say, "See you later." Take a trip on the escalator.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, you know how like some vans have like a ramp for people who are like
for skateboarders? Yeah. Skateboard into the van?
Either for skateboarders or people who are too lazy to just use their... I'm kidding. Yeah.
Thinking that's what the wheelchair lifts are for?
Laziness.
God, every time I see one of those, I get pissed off.
I just roll my eyes and go, come on, it's one step.
Come on.
It's one fucking step into the car.
And you're not even walking around. You have to sit down in a chair.
Of course, it's the person sitting in a chair that's the laziest.
Ugh. But what about those?
What about what? Well, instead of ramps, we create like a one-step escalator.
Ooh. So it's just like
it'll essentially just it'll always fucking make you fall. And maybe hit your head on the step to your car.
But if you hit your head and die or get brain damage, at least you looked cool.
That is true. Coming out of your Escalade on an escalator was quite an escapade, wasn't it? Come on. Okay, there we go, right?
And you slipped and hit your head and wait. You slipped. Balance ain't good. Not like a skater.
Yeah. I don't know.
Go home and watch Cars. Favorite character? Mater. I don't want to argue because I'm no debater. Call me Joe, the way I'm a traitor.
Okay.
Loyal to my friends, I ain't no traitor.
Okay, Lil Dicky.
Thank you, man. I saw him recently in an escalator.
Oh, did you?
I mean, sorry, in an elevator.
Probably near an escalator, at least.
We were right next to an escalator, though.
But he chose to use the elevator.
Yes, because I had parked on the 5th floor of the Glendale Americana parking garage. And the escalator, I like going up those escalators at the Americana, but it's slow.
Was he chilling with Ʞᴜ☆?
No, unfortunately. He was not chilling with Ʞᴜ☆. We could be chilling with Ʞᴜ if we blew him. But,
Yeah.
yeah, I was getting into an elevator and he was getting out, and I was like, oh! Seemed like he was with family or something. He was just chilling, you know.
You're saying there's a normal person there somewhere deep inside.
Deep inside Little Dicky.
Deep inside Little Dicky. There's
Deep
a man.
inside that shell.
Deep inside of Little Dicky, I found a man. And even deeper, I found a boy.
It's like the Arrested Development had that great bit where Tobias writes the book The Man Inside of Me.
Oh, yeah.
About finding like his inner strength or whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, Tobias is such a geniusly written character on that show. Like
The whole
everything.
show's great. Besides the, I know people give it a lot of shit. I still didn't like it. The season 4, either iteration, I wasn't a fan of.
Or season 5.
Or season 5,
which people didn't even.
I
Most people
exist.
don't know. It's a murder mystery. And
Fun.
You know, I did hear though that show was literally like developing that show was hell. It just went through so many problems, and the cast was always like fighting. And
Damn.
apparently, there's video essays on it about how it was like just a nightmare, and one of the reasons it ended. But gosh dang it, is it a funny show? And it makes me feel good. So I don't like knowing that the cast was fighting with each other, because
It was mostly on Jeffrey Tambor, wasn't it?
and the wife of him in the show.
Yeah,
who plays
but
Lucille.
Yes, but Lucille wasn't mean to people.
No.
Jeffrey Tambor was mean to her.
Yes, I believe.
Because she cried during an interview or something.
Oh, dude, when they were doing season 4 like press run stuff, they did an interview. I remember that, and then they got into like a fight during the interview.
Was that
she
like
started
a bit?
crying.
Was that a bit or
No, it wasn't a bit. It was an actual like
Because I remember
confrontation, and I think that their press run for season 4 went over really poorly. Dude, I would love to make a show or a movie with you. And then we get to do a little press run. We get to go on talk shows, morning news. We get to go on podcasts, other people's podcasts, hot ones. Again, this is
sometimes emotions just crop up.
they just kind of spill out sometimes when you don't mean for them to. Hey, speaking of spilling out, I'm about to spill out a bit that I came up with randomly, and this is the perfect opportunity for me to let it free.
Okay.
Because Jason Bateman.
Mm-hmm.
So this has to do with Jason Bateman.
Okay.
I actually wrote this down on my phone to remember this.
All right.
And I'm very happy I have an opportunity. Okay, so this is from the perspective of Jason Bateman's agent. Okay? And he is considering dropping him as a client.
Okay.
But he can't decide. Should I give up, or should I just keep Jason Bateman?
Okay.
Right?
That was
You like
good.
that?
And whoa. I think that cracked the smirk we were looking for this episode for that viewer who was crossing his arms earlier.
He's sitting here the whole time going,
LaMarcus didn't get him. Any fun facts about roller coasters didn't get
He's
him.
going, no. Every joke we made.
Freak offs, that whole conversation, nothing.
Tasteless.
But that got him.
But my Adele Jason Bateman joke, fantastic.
So, I couldn't think of a better place to end this episode on.
Me too.
Other than saying thank you to all those who are out there supporting the show. You can see your names. Just because one box is fancier than the other doesn't mean that Papa Ryan and Papa Matt don't love you equally.
Yeah.
Don't, right?
Right.
But these are the people who
yeah.
are supporting the show, who are subscribed to our Patreon, specifically the producer and executive producer tiers, which also include stickers per month. We still have a base tier on our Patreon where everything but the stickers and the credits.
Producer credit. Yeah, just $5 a month, and you can get access to all the content on the Patreon. It's like over 700 posts now.
Yeah.
Lots of fun stuff. Lots of bonus content, including Super Mini Show, which if you want a little extra bite of this episode of the podcast, you can go and check out a little extra scoop that's going to be on Patreon.
We'll be filming it right after we say goodbye on this.
That's right, and we can talk about the crazy shit that we couldn't talk about on the YouTube/Spotify version.
Yeah, a lot of granola in that. Never mind. Yes, we have a lot of stuff to talk about. I think the vocabulary threw me off. I thought, never mind.
Yeah. But anyway, thank you to all of our producers. You guys rule. And if you sign up for that tier, you can get your name in every new episode.
And stay tuned to the channel because we have things coming. Notice how I didn't say big to get people. They said they had something big. So now when people are
things coming.
Yeah, when people are expecting content, just like, okay, the guys, they said they had a thing coming, and we could,
anything comes out.
Yeah.
It's like, that's what we said.
Yeah. Cool. So we're gonna
Things coming.
Get ready for things.
Yep. Bye.
Bye. What's up, fellas and
Fellets.
Yeah.
Fillets.
Fillet.
Yo, I just got some fellatio.
Okay, did you?
It's when you get oral sex from a homie. Fellatio, but it's like with
Fellatio from Horatio.